What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We're back at Copart. That means we found a car that we're going to film today. So let's jump into the video and see what we found. So it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm trying to show you guys that there are relatively cheap cars for sale that don't need a whole lot of work that you can get at a steep discount. And this is a perfect example. I love these Impalas. I'm going to tell you something else about the Impala. Love them or hate them, these cars always sell. Always. I mean, there is not a single generation of the Impala that you could not put up on Marketplace and sell immediately. These things sell like hotcakes. This is an 07, and looking at it, I would guess this thing's got really low miles. And I've been fooled before, so it could be fooling me here, but it really looks like a low mile car. It's an LS, so it's going to be a very basic trim. It's going to have cloth interior. It doesn't even have alloy wheels. It's got hubcaps, but it looks like it's got good tires. Take a look at the interior. Ooh, oh wow, yeah. The more you smell it, the worse it gets. That's rank, and I'm guessing it's from whatever's on the floor there. So I could be wrong. Wow. That's really bad. That is really bad. I don't want to continue with this one anymore. I'm going to, though. You're not going to have power seats or anything, man. The floors are just disgusting in this. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Is that mold? Oh, wow. Yeah. I think I got is what I think. I know you're looking at it and you're seeing, well, it's wrecked. So who's going to want a wrecked Impala? Well, if you hold on just a minute, we're going to find out together. But I don't think it's as bad as it looks, guys. Oh, it definitely, this one's power. It's dead as a doornail, too. Oh, wow. That is freaking rank, man. So, you know, you're going to need a couple things. Here's the great thing about these Chevy Impalas. They are a dime a dozen. You can find them everywhere. Parts are plentiful. Salvage yards are absolutely cram-packed full of these things. And they're relatively reliable, you know. Relatively cheap, easy to work on. You can still work on these yourself for the most part. Take a look at the oil. Well, it's got oil. And it, you know, a little dark, but not too bad. And, you know, that's about all we're going to get. Transmission, it's way down there, kind of buried. I don't see any type of a level checker. There it is. There it is. I was going to say, I thought you could still check the fluid. Well, you know, it's got fluid. I mean, it may not be the prettiest, but I've seen worse. I'd say this thing probably will still run and drive just fine, assuming there's no suspension damage. Wheels are turned to the right. Let's check this side. Also turned to the right. It's a good sign, guys. So here's what we're looking at. The damage seems to be only to this door. This door's, you know, nothing that I think is going to prevent you from driving it. You could drive it out of here and fix it later. Find the paint code, which is probably in the trunk where the spare tire goes. Try to find a fender and a door that matches the paint code and swap them out, and you're done. Like that, that's it. That's it. Now, assuming it runs and drives and doesn't have too crazy miles, you could literally drive it like this until you could afford to fix it. And you could buy, you know, wait till you find the fender and then find the door and then throw them on. These are bolt-on parts, guys. There's nothing complicated about replacing a fender and a door. You would have this thing done in no time flat. Do a quick buff and polish on it. Of course, it does have pinstriping, so that changes things just a little bit. You're not going to find one that already has the matching pinstriping, but that's okay. Just use an eraser wheel and take the pinstriping off the whole car. You could do all of this yourself. You could have this completely done in an afternoon. In an afternoon, you would have a decent looking, running and driving car, and I guarantee you this is not going to bring a whole lot of money at the auction. Now, I didn't cheat and look up this one. I have no idea what the miles are on it. We're about to find that out for ourselves. We're going to fire up the old GB150 and we're gonna figure out. Come on. There we go. I hear things happening. We're gonna find out together. I don't want to sit in this car. It needs a heavy detail, like a really, 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 really heavy detail, guys. And then I think it'd be all right. Headliner? It's got one. Boy, that smell. Oh, wow. Really? Oh, it's going to be one of those, isn't it? It's going to be one of those. That's all right. Just jiggle with it. Come on. It's probably this one. It's always, come on. It's always the ground. There. Guarantee it's going to fire right up this time. No problem at all. It's going to start like it's supposed to. I'm going to scoot this seat back some because this is like a shorter person. Well, that seat makes some funny noises, but it works. Oh. Please stop knocking. Thank you. Automatic light control off. Automatic light control on. All right, well, that's fine. Let's pull this out of the way here. Change oil soon. I would have said the same thing. I would have said we need to change the oil pretty quick. Let's turn on the air conditioning. We'll see if it works. I love the Impala, guys. I do. I've always loved these old Impalas. The steering feels like it works. I'm telling you, you could drive this. You could drive this right out of here. Important window works. Less important window works. Does the radio work? Well, it seems to. Yep, radio works. Air conditioning is coming around, I think. You do have cruise control, which is nice. Let's put it in gear. Brakes feel great. Reverse. Yep. And forward. Yes. I mean, what do you want, man? Cubby holes, cup holders. It's not too shabby. It's even got the books in the glove box, guys. As far as the air conditioning, I think it's coming around. It's just kind of on the slow side. Trunk. Let's go take a look at that. What I didn't see was the mileage. We still need to... Oh, wow. Ugh. Trunk doesn't want to open. All right. Well, there's the jack. Does it have spare tire? And yeah. We'll check that mileage here in just a second. I just want to see if that compressor is spinning and if the alternator's charging. Alternator charging. That's yes. So we can disconnect this. We don't need it anymore. Move this out of the way. And let's take a quick peek down at the air compressor down there. Yep, it is spinning. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's at the very bottom of your screen. She's getting it, man. So when it's really chilly like it is today, it's hard to tell sometimes if the AC is working or if it's just blowing in cold air. But looks like that AC is working exactly like it's supposed to. Oh, yes. Very nice. Thank you. Let's turn that off. Let's check the mileage. Ooh, wow. Okay, I'll be honest. I didn't see that coming. 162,000 miles. I did not see that coming. Looks like it was due for an oil change at 11/4 of 23 at 164,000 miles. So I guess it's still not quite ready for an oil change. Give her a little rev. Sounds healthy. It's got just over half a tank of gas. No warning lights on the dash, guys. And dead. The battery is probably shot. You're going to find that in about 95% of the vehicles you buy from these auctions. Battery's always shot. Just going to have to throw that in there, you know, as soon as you get the car. Just assume you're going to need a battery. They're, you know, $150 Depends on where you go. But on average, about $130 for a battery. Overall, though, not a bad looking car, guys. Even with the mileage, this one would not scare me. I'm going to put this on my watch list because I think we could literally have this done in an afternoon. Same thing with the BMW from before, that X5. That's like an afternoon type job, maybe a little longer on the BMW X5. But on something like this, it's a fender and a door. What are you looking at? Maybe 2 hours to swap out a fender and a door, and you got you a nice looking Chevy Impala. Hell, you'd even have some money left over to put some aftermarket wheels and tires, make it look a little bit nicer. Take that license plate off the front. This is not a bad deal. The headlights, the clean headlights, they really make the car. So what do you guys think of the El Cheapo Impala? I don't know what it's going to go for, but it's on my list because if it goes cheap enough, I'm thinking if I can get it for a couple grand, all day long, I'll buy that car for $2,000. I'll spend $300, maybe $400 on a fender and a door, the same color. I'll eraser wheel the pinstriping off the rest of the car. Done. You're finished. And you got you a nice running and driving car. These things get great gas mileage too, guys. They get like high 20s on the highway. I mean, they're really good cars. They're big, they're comfortable, they're reliable, they're easy to work on. Parts are readily available. What more do you want from a car? It's just another example of another cheap car that you can find out here at the auction. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed, and don't forget to drop those comments down below. Till next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.